Hi again everyone. Just want to introduce this area of the park to you all. This is an area that we have in stewardship. It's high level stewardship, and we've just had it cut, and you can see, I'll just give you a quick see the dam wall over there and flat ground at the bottom. I'll come on to the lie of the land in a little bit because it's all, in recent years, it's all changed dramatically at this park due to we had a major flood event in summer 2007. The hole in the dam wall that was created is about there, as you can show. The hundreds of tons of limestone that went on to this area, which is, for all intents and purposes, an acid grassland. So we're getting quite a different mix. It's quite a different ecology really that's starting to develop. But this lump here is where the hole in the dam wall was. We nearly lost the dam wall completely. The big sort of barriers up there where I was stood doing the other video, and that's the big spillway that cost goodness knows how many millions of pounds to put the problem right. As I said, this bit is a bit that we look after. It was grazed up until recently, and unfortunately the farmer that we were using stopped his sheep. He retired. I'm just getting a bit too old for it, so what we've done now is we've got a chap come in and cut it with a tractor and flail mower, and he's collected it all off for us, so hopefully we'll get the wildflowers coming back through. We have seen in recent years, since we've been doing this management, we've seen a real increase in wildflowers, which is really good, especially on the slopes there. We're getting a lot of harebells, more than we ever had before. We only ended up with a clump. We only had sort of a clump at this end, but now they're spreading all the way along the dam wall, so we must be doing something right. We get a lot of knotweed, a lot of field scabious, and stuff like that. That's all coming through all over the place really, which is really good. So I'll just take you down here. This area of the park was the old Filterbeds. It was a working reservoir supplying water to Rotherham, and this area of the park was where the Filterbeds were. So the water would come out of the reservoir to pass through the Filterbeds, and then obviously out towards Rotherham once it had had its chlorine added and so on. But this area was used pre-2007 floods. We did have a really good pond dipping pond. I'll turn the camera around. Hi. We did have a really good pond dipping pond down here, some 20 years old, that was really good for mini beasts, for things like great crested newts and so on. And unfortunately it had to be taken out so that the spillway could be put in its place as a result of what happened in 2007. However, I'll move you, we'll go a bit further down. I'll show you the pond that they've put in place of the pond that they took out, and we've got this nice little sort of wetland area that's been created at the bottom of the new spillway. Just turn your camera around, and as you can see, it is really shallow. It's made up primarily of gabion baskets, and then it's just been colonised. There you can see the big slope, the spillway. Water just comes out of there once the reservoir fills up so far, and it carries on down here. All this was brand new. It was all created between 2007 and 2010 when we reopened. This is where, like I said, the filter beds were, the pond dipping ponds. Used it quite a lot for environmental education. We used to have schools coming all the time, all through the sort of summer term. We'd probably have a school group every day nearly. We'll just have a walk over this bit. This is a bit of the park that I do like to go a little bit wild, so you know, it's not some sort of Victorian ornamental garden, it's a country park. There's lots of habitats, lots of diversity there. And I'll just spin you around. And this is the pond that they put in place when they had to take the other one out. So here we go, I'll just spin it around. Does need a bit of work this winter, so hopefully we're going to get us teeth into that with, I think, some of the Friends Group volunteers, get some of the weed out, just restore it back. I cleared out here, round here, the other week. But yeah, I'll just give you a quick spin. That decking needs a good clean off. And again, we've had school groups down here, really great for schools down here. We're out of the way, you can have a really good investigate as to what we're finding. Yeah. And as you can hear, probably hear, we are right on the edge of the main road, the A618. So it's really interesting that you've got this little sort of haven right on the edge of the main road. This building here was, you can just see it, it's just empty now, but that was where the chlorine was added. Once the water came out of the reservoir and had gone through the filter beds, went through the building, chlorine was added, went under the main road and off down to Rotherham. So that's that bit. We'll still wander back.